Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday workouts. I'm Megan. For those of you that don't know me, I'm with Ocean Rehab and Fitness, and actually there's two of us here today. I don't think she's spotlighted right now, but she will be. The lovely Sierra is here. We're both going to be double teaming today and working out with you. This is Sierra's last official Thursday with Ocean Rehab and Fitness, so very cool that her and I get to do this together as our last little workout before the holidays. And then we will resume these classes in January, I believe the 7th, whatever that first Thursday is. So welcome everybody. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a combination. We're going to warm up and then we're going to do some shoulder activation work, probably a little bit of shoulder strength, I'm assuming as well, and then a little bit of cardio and then a cool down, and then that will be it for today. So equipment that we need. For the beginning part after warm up, you'll need some type of band. So today I just have a TheraBand with some handles on it, but it can be, I'm pretty sure it can just be any type of TheraBand. If you have those stretchy bands with handles and not a TheraBand, that would work as well. If you are working with no equipment and you need to get creative, sometimes stretchy pants work really well, or tights or something like that that you have around the house. So really simple today, just that, and then a dowel. So if you have any type of dowel, you can use for cardio. If you want to get a little more out of your cardio, I'm not going to demonstrate with it today, but if you would like, have a couple little like 2-pound weights nearby, if you like. That could also be soup cans, but honestly, I would recommend just, you don't need them. It's just if you want that little extra bit. The majority of us, I think, will be fine without them based on who I'm seeing in here. So I'll let y'all do that. We'll give you a couple seconds and then we're going to get started with our warm up. So we're going to get into the body first and do a little bit of breath work. So sitting up nice and tall, and we're going to have our hands on our stomach area. So low belly. Okay. And we want to try and get into our body with some breathing. And actually, just quickly before we go, just a reminder, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to write in the chat box. Sierra and I will be looking at it periodically throughout the workout, and we can answer any questions that you might have. Okay. All right. So hands are at the belly, nice and tall, getting up away from the back of your chair if possible. And we're going to start with some belly breathing. So we're going to think of a balloon being in our deep belly, and we're going to inhale and expand the balloon. So we want to go past the lungs and into the belly. So nice deep inhale, belly expands here, and then we exhale. Good. And then again, inhale and exhale. Good. And that balloon deflates as we exhale. Okay, inhale and exhale. Good. And big inhale and exhale. Nice. And again, big inhale and exhale. Last 3 together. Inhale. Trying to slow you down your breathing a little bit. Exhale. And again, this is 2. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Good. And from there, we're going to take a look to the side, and then you're going to surpass center and go all the way over to the other side. So never looking at the screen. We're just looking over to the right and over to the left. And again, over to the right and over to the left and over to the right, sitting as tall as you can, over to the left and over to the right and over to the left. Now we're going to take it up. So we go up, eyes to the ceiling, and then we're going to tuck the chin. And again, up to the ceiling and tuck the chin. And up to the ceiling and tuck the chin. Feeling that stretch down the back of the neck. Up and tuck the chin. Good. Now we're going to go look straight. Keep that chin facing the screen. And you're going to gently, just gently, Tip an ear to your shoulder. A lot of us have a lot of tightness here. So just gentle to start, especially if this is your first movement of the day. And up, tip, and up. As you do more repetitions, you will start to feel a little more lengthening. And that's what we want, but don't push it, just little. These muscles can be very finicky because they're tiny and they can get really tight and angry. So we want to do this really slow and smoothly. We don't ever want to jam our neck right into a big stretch. Less is more with this stuff. Excellent. One more each side. Tip. And again, tip. Good. Now we're going to bring our hands to the tops of our shoulders. If you need balance, I'm going to invite you to keep one hand down and just do one at a time, okay? Otherwise, both hands are here, and we're going to make perfect circles in the air with our elbows. 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. Good. This is 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Good. 9, and then on the last one, we're going to do a little Christmas kiss right there, and other way. 1. If you can't do it, it's okay. You're going to try. And 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. That's it. And 8. Notice how it's just my elbows, not my shoulders. 9. 10th one, Christmas kiss in the front if you can. Kiss, there you go, and up. Looking at the ceiling, pulling something down from the ceiling, other side. Reach. I want you to feel big. So in these movements, I want you to make space with your body. So take up space. Get that arm right up to the ceiling. Nice big reach. Reminder, if I'm moving too fast, don't worry about it. Just go at your own pace. I'd rather you focus on the movement, feeling nice ooey gooey movement in your body than trying to keep up with me. Don't worry. We're all going to do this differently. And that's the beauty of online. One more each side. Good. Now we're going to rotate. We're going to rotate and look over our shoulder and try and tap. And then other side. Rotate and tap. Remember, you can use your bottom hand to try and twist a little bit more. So we're really getting a nice big spinal twist because we're trying to really warm up that spine. And rotate. Good. You might feel a stretch in your upper back here. Just take notice of where you feel some of these movements. The more we can take note of what's happening in our body, the easier we're going to get that connection as to what we're trying to do and have more intention with our movements. You're a dancer. Some of you in here, that you've heard this before. This is part of dancing, having that body awareness, or even sport. Last one. Good. Now we're going to take it into a nice big cat-cow. So we're going to tuck the chin, round the spine. We're going to come all the way down. You might even grab the backs of your shins or the bottom of your chair. Rounding, getting a big mountain out of that upper back. Then we're going to use the belly button, draw up, sitting up nice and tall. Take the hands back if you can, heart to the ceiling, eyes up, shoulder blades in your back pockets, and we arch that spine. So spinal extension. And we come back down, rounding in the spine, tucking that chin, rounding down. We're doing a few of these. All the way down, slowly rolling back up. And hands behind you, shoulder blades in your back pockets, eyes to the sky. Very nice. 2 more together. Here we go. Tuck that chin, rounding in the spine, all the way down. That's it. Slowly rolling up. Hands behind, eyes to the sky, shoulder blades in your back pockets. And again, tucking that chin, rounding all the way down. This should feel nice. This shouldn't feel stressful in any way. Move very slow, please, if you get any dizziness or if you know you have lower blood pressure. Slowly rolling up. Hands behind, eyes to the sky. Eyes to the ceiling. Good. And this feels so nice. We're going to do one more. Tucking that chin. Slowly coming down. Hi, Tony. I see your message. Slowly coming up. Hands behind, eyes to the sky, shoulder blades in your back pockets. And very nice. Okay, excellent. We are going to grab your dowels real quick. So grab your dowel. Oops. Move this so I can see the chat. There we go. Okay, so grabbing your dowel, we're just going to do a simple around the world. So reminder, any of these names, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, if you're an Ocean Insider Club member, these are all on the site. Okay, so you can always look these up later and get a little more explanation for each one and figure out the benefit of each one if that's something you need. Okay, here we go. So dowel is going to be hands wider than your shoulders. Dowel starts down at your lap. It's right on my knees here. Keep a slight chin tuck. So it's like you're going to hold a peach right here and you're going to lift the arms up. Here we go. Lift. And then coming back down. This is just nice and easy, warming up the shoulders a little bit for our shoulder activation and strength. Good. Think of air under those armpits as we lift those arms above the head. Good. Once again, this might be fast for some of you, so don't worry, just go at your own pace. I don't care how many you do. We're just going to move together. That's it. And good. Chest straps are good here for those of you that need a little more core support. If you find yourself really challenging with your balance, feel free to add that chest strap. Okay. And again, 10, nice. Okay, a little different today. We're going to lift up. Stay there if you can. And from here, we're going to rotate over. Center, over, center, and then bring the arms down. That one's tough. Okay, bring the arms up right above the head. Remember that peach right here. Rotate, eyes over, center, eyes over, center, and coming back down. Excellent. We're only going to do 6 of these. Exhale, come on up. Rotate, breathing, and breathing, center and down. Focusing on where your feet are. So feet are planted in the floor. Get that stability. We want to use that core. Feel grounded so that we can rotate through the trunk. That's it. 2 more, everybody. Lifting up, over, center, and over, and center, and down. Last time here, everyone. Big inhale. Exhale, reach, over, center, over, center, and bring those arms down. Nice. Okay, last thing before we get into it, you're going to do just some easy wrist circles. So one hand could be on your lap if you need this stability. Other hand is straight out, and you're going to make like circles in the air with your fingers. So it's like we're making a nice big circle in space. Okay, notice how my arm isn't moving. So if I'm like this is staying still. We're not doing it from the shoulder. It's just from the wrist, okay? And 6. And 7, good. 8, 9, and 10, other way. I know there's 2 of us in here with carpal tunnel, right, that are dealing with some carpal tunnel right now. So if this bothers you, just skip this. It's not worth it. You might want to just do more of a passive. You might just want to do a little bit more of an easy, like figure 8 type style. Okay. Otherwise, we're all here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Other side. Coming out. Here we go. Nice big circle in space. 2, and 3, and 4. That's it. And 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is 9, 10. Good. Keep that arm out there. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Adam, let's spotlight Sierra, and she will take you through the next step.
Hi, everyone. Megan, you can hear me?
I can hear you.
Perfect. All right, so we're gonna move into some shoulder activation. So we're gonna start with some shoulder squares first. So to do this, we're just imagining drawing some squares. So we're gonna lift up our shoulders to our ears and then go back, coming down, and then coming forward. So really thinking about drawing that square, bringing those shoulders up, back, down, and forward. We're gonna do a couple more here. Up, back, squeezing that blueberry when we're coming down, and then forwards. Up, back, down, and forwards. Up, back, down, and forwards. And then we're gonna go the opposite way now. So we're gonna go back, up, front, and then back down. Good. Back, up, front, and then back down. Really going at your own pace here. Just trying to get those shoulders nice and warm. Back, up, forward, back, and down. Good. So next one we're going to do is we're going to have our elbows nice and tight to our ribs. And our hands our palms are facing each other. So from here, we're going to go bring our elbows up to shoulder height. Notice my palms are still facing down, and then rotate at the elbow, palms facing up. And then we're going to go all the way to the ceiling. And then coming down, really thinking about squeezing that blueberry coming down, rotating your hands down to the ground, and then coming down. We'll do a couple more of these. Up, rotate to me, and then up. Really reaching up when we go there, and then coming down, squeezing that blueberry, rotating to the floor, and coming down. Good. Notice we're just going nice and slow right now. Doing this really nice and controlled, and really thinking about bringing those shoulder blades down together. Oh, and then rotate and down. Good. Up, rotate, up to the ceiling, down, rotate, and then back down. Good. All right, we're gonna do another one. It's kind of a new one. And so I'm gonna have my arms to the sides here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna raise one arm up, and this other arm is gonna go back. And then we're gonna come back to center, rotating arms, and going back. Good. We're gonna slowly start doing this. So I would say practice with just one arm, and then if it feels good, to do both. Getting a little bit of rotation here. If we can't go above head, I would say just go to here. We're only going half if we need to. Otherwise, continue going all the way up, going as far back as we can, reaching back. Good. We'll do a couple more here. Nice and slow. Don't worry too much if I have a little bit of cracking going on. As we get a little more blood flow, we're gonna get a little more movement in our shoulders now. So cracking is okay as long as there's no pain. And then back down. Good. So now we're gonna start with both our hands to our sides again, and then we're gonna bring both our hands up and over, keeping our palms facing the side. So when we do this, really think about bringing your arms, reaching nice and tall. Hands are still facing outward. If going above head is too much, here's fine too. So let's do 10 now here. 1, 2. Really keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed. You don't want to be like up here. Tucking that chin in a bit. 6. Good. 7. 8. 9. And we'll do one more before grabbing our bands. 10. Good. All right, let's grab our bands. So whatever you have for a band, stretchy pants, I think Megan's using one with handles, that's okay. So for the first one, we've seen this before. We're gonna put our elbows to our sides, palms are facing up. Notice where my hands are, we're about shoulder width apart. And then we're going to pull out. Really thinking about keeping our elbows nice and tight to our sides. We'll do 10 here. 3. Relaxing those shoulders. 4. 5. Notice too, we don't got a lot of movement here. It's just nice and easy. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good. And then we're going to flip our hands. Palms facing the ground, arms straight out in front of us, and we're going to pull the band across. Really thinking about squeezing those shoulder blades and pulling up, coming across. Good. If this is feeling really hard, notice too, you can have a little bit of slack in your band to pull across your chest. 4. 5, sitting up nice and tall. 6, keeping those arms nice and straight the whole time. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, we're gonna go back to palms up and do these one more time. So elbows nice and tight, and then we're pulling across. Good. 2, adjusting your hands for resistance. 3, squeezing that blueberry. 4, and keeping those elbows nice and tight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Flipping the hands. Hands or palms are facing down, straight out in front of us, and pulling across. 1, 2, 3. Sitting or standing nice and tall. 5, 6. Noticing our arms nice and straight the whole time. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's shake that up. Grab some water if you need, and then we're gonna grab a dowel to work on one more movement. Here. All right. So I have my dowel, and we've seen this one with Megan a little bit. So our hands are going to be a little further than shoulder width apart. Elbows are going to be out slightly. We're going to push forward, push back, and then go up and overhead. Good. If you can't go overhead, going forward and then backwards is okay. And just stay there. Good. So forward, really slowing down this motion. So we are just doing some shoulder activation here. Forward. Really think about driving those shoulder blades back and then reaching up overhead. Forward. And reaching up overhead. Good. Forward. Reaching up. Good. Do a couple more here. Up. And over. Up. And over. Good. All right, let's break from that, shake it out a bit. Our last one that we're going to do, we're going to start from one side here, having our dowel either at your side or at your wheel. And you're going to come up overhead, twisting at the spine and coming back down. Good. up, overhead, and back over at the spine. Really slowing down here. When we're overhead, we really got to think about engaging our belly button as we do a little bit of rotation, bringing the belly button and following it. I also find watching the dowel challenges our balance a little more. So really think about engaging that core, planting the feet, and sitting up nice and tall. Good. We can't go overhead too. We can stay right here and it'll turn into more of a Russian twist as well. Otherwise, up and overhead. Do a couple more. And rest. All right, let's grab some water and then we'll do those two exercises one more time. And then we will move into cardio. Rainbow, yeah, Megan. I don't know if I've called it a name yet. Up and overs, rainbows. So I should probably call it, I don't know. Rainbows is a good one, I guess. Okay, so we're going back to elbows just slightly out, hands a little further than shoulder width apart, and then we're gonna go forward, slightly back, and then up. Forwards, and up. Forwards, and up. Squeezing those shoulder blades as we come down, pushing, squeezing back, and up. 6, 7, engaging that core. 8, 9, good, and 10. Good, and we'll move into rainbows, I guess. 2 dowels on one side, coming up and over, and then back to this side, up and over, going at your own pace. 3, grounding those feet, engaging that core, thinking about the belly button following the dowel. 5, and watching that dowel as we go up and overhead. 6, 7, sitting up nice and tall. Thinking about those back muscles, really supporting you as you go up and over. 10. We're halfway. 11, 12, 13, and breathing. 15, 16. Couple more here. And 20, good. All right, so back to Megan. If Adam wants to spotlight Megan, we'll get into some cardio.
All right, awesome, Sarah. Okay, so grab a sip of water, everybody. That was awesome. Now that we've learned a few of those movements, we're gonna take some of those movements and just take them a little bit quicker. So, well, I'm gonna get the timer here. Everything's gonna be for time. First thing you're gonna do is have nothing. So we don't need dowel quite yet or anything. You're done with your band, so feel free to take that away. The first thing we're gonna do is revisit a little bit of a variation of the first arm swing that Sierra did. And if maybe this one might not be on the site because we're both not sure of the name, but it's just a basic arm swing. Sierra did show it with the arm up, but for cardio purposes, we're gonna keep it down. So what we're gonna do is get the arm swing just here, quick, and then back. So we're only doing that one side. So everything comes in quick. I'm on a couch, so I'm hitting my couch, but obviously you guys probably aren't on a couch. So make sure that back arm is swinging back behind you. Extend, and then bring them in tight. Extend, bring them in tight. Okay, It's going to feel weird because it's only one side, but don't worry, we're going to do another side. So we're going to do 30 seconds there. Okay, then I'll give you like 5-second transition. Other side, in. So notice my chest and my torso is twisting as I push through. So we're trying to get a bit of a rotation. Even if you have a chest strap on, I recommend loosening it slightly so that we can get a little bit, even just if you think of your shoulders turning. So we're reaching with that arm, reach. If you're standing, I probably would recommend you sitting for this, because what we can focus on is not using your hips. So we shouldn't be wiggling around in our chair. We should have our hips solid to the chair. Something that's very helpful is putting like a yoga block or a ball in between your knees and then squeezing that with your knees. And as we do this, you shouldn't feel the ball wiggle around, okay? Like Barbara, you can use your bender ball. Janice, you can use a block. Linda, I'm sure you have something similar. Mariana, you can use your block, okay? All right, so that'll be our first one. So we're gonna go 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Then when we're done that, we're gonna do just 10 jacks together, not 30 seconds worth, okay? Here we go. And I might note 10 jacks with or without me. So if you're not at my tempo for jacks, I still want you to do 10. So I will end a little bit and save a bit of time for everybody to get out 10 jacks. Okay. Pick your side, arms in tight, get ready to rotate and reach, arm swing. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. This one is at your own tempo. It doesn't matter how many you do. It's all about just moving. Okay, we're only rotating that one side. Think of twisting. If you want to watch the screen today, that's fine. Eye gaze can just stay forward. 30 seconds here. Get moving. Good. Getting into a little bit of a rhythm is always good. Good. And hold. 5. Other side. 4, 3, 2, and here we go. Other side. Breathing. Exhale on the rotation if you can. Just try and move. Think of really using those arms like as if you're going to do like the first little part of a sprint or a run. A lot of it also comes from our arms, right? They're pushing and pulling us through space. Same thing here, even though we're seated, doesn't matter. Same effect. That's it. We want to try and recruit power here. Good. 2, 1, and recover. 10 jacks at your own time. Everybody go. All the way up. Try and clap your hands. That's it. Breathing. If you need to take a break in the middle, that's fine. You just have to finish 10. Good. 10 for me. Okay, I'll let the clock go for another 30 seconds until we're all finished. If you're finished, enjoy this break while we wait for everybody else. So this is the one time where you're going to have to count for yourself. Okay, everybody's finishing up pretty soon. Get your heart rate. We're going to get it down before we start again. Okay, that was about 25 seconds. So everybody's getting water, coming down. Excellent. Hopefully that was enough time for everybody. If somebody didn't finish with that 30 seconds, just quickly type in the chat for me so that I know to leave a little more time, okay? Otherwise, we're doing all of this again, and I'll save the same amount of time. So we're gonna go back to the twists. This time you're gonna start on the side that you ended with. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 10 jacks. Okay, ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And opposite side you started with. Sprint, reach, get those arms out, make space with your body, create length with those arms, reach. It's a great day to move. It's Thursday. That's it, keep going. It's always a great day to move. It doesn't have to be Thursday. 2, 1, and 5-second recovery, other side. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Good. That's it. Feel those trunk muscles working. Rotate through your powerhouse, which is going to be your core. Rotate. Breathing. Getting into that rhythm. I hope your back arm is getting stretched, unlike mine, because I'm hitting the couch. That's it. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and recover. Get ready for your 10 jacks. Here we go at your own time. Clap. That's it. And excellent. 30 seconds from now to keep going. Finish out your 10 jacks. Make sure you're counting for yourself. It's okay to stop in the middle. This is tough. Heart rate will go up. It will skyrocket when your hands are above your head. We've been doing that almost this whole class. Keep going, keep going, keep going. 3, 2, 1. And hopefully we're coming to an end here. That's about 30 seconds right here. Excellent. Get yourself water. We're going to do these one more time. This time, on the last set, we're going to do opposite swing. So there's no tight back. It's just whoo, whoo. Okay? Almost like we're doing like a cartoon run to music. Okay? So swing, swing, swing. No tight anymore. It's just switch, switch, switch. Okay? This would be this place where if you do want a little extra bang, you can hold some 3 pounds. Up to you. I'm not. Okay? Up to you guys. Then we're keeping the jacks the same. Okay, so get some water. We're going to start here quick. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. This is for a minute. I didn't say that. This is a minute because now we don't have each side. We're combining the sides. Pace yourself. If you know you're going to go for a minute, don't start out of the gate really, really quick. Try and pick a tempo that you can maintain for 1 minute. This takes time. This is something you learn as you do things like intervals more, right? A lot of times the mistake is we get super fast at the beginning and then we tucker out. So it's learning how to pace yourself for the amount of time that we're asking the body to have demands on it. Okay, you're already 35 seconds. That's it. Keep breathing. Maintain your speed. The goal is to maintain it for the minute, not to tucker out. Doesn't matter if you're fast or not, just try and stay moving. That's it. You have 8 seconds left. It goes fast when I'm blabbing, doesn't it? 4 seconds. Sierra's laughing at me. 2, 1, and done. That was 1 minute. Good. Last time with your jacks. Here we go. This is tough. I know. I'm not giving any breaks on this. That was my 10. Clock starts. You get 30 more seconds to finish this out. Counting for yourself. Excellent job, everybody. Doing great. It's hard to get this cardio in when we just did a bunch of shoulder work. You have about 10 seconds left. If you're done, get some water, let your heart rate come down. Breathing. Good, and that was about 30 seconds. Awesome, I hope that was enough time for everybody. Okay, moving on. We're gonna do one last thing before we get into a nice cool down led by Sierra. We're gonna do kind of similar to the shoulder squares, just in the sense that we're doing a pattern, but we're not actually doing it with our shoulders. So a dowel is gonna be here, okay? So it's not low. We're gonna have it like mouth height. Why? Because I don't want us dumping too much into the elbow joint. I want us to be slightly up. So you can see how I'm here. I'm not dumping my elbows down. This is work. That's why. Okay. This is easy. This is work. So we're going to be in the work area. And then we're going to press one arm, other arm, down, and then down. But just to where we were. So not all the way down. So up, up, start position, start position. Up, up, start position, start position. We're going to do 10 leading with the right. and then we're going to reverse it. Okay. We're not using a timer. We're not doing anything like that. We're just going to go through it. We're going to go until I'm done. So if you don't get out 10, don't worry. Just focus on your form and your technique and getting that movement pattern of up, up, down, down, getting the right and the left to move separately. If you want to do this standing, I definitely would invite it. Just make sure that you're keeping your knees slightly bent, soft knees, abs tight, ribs over hips. Okay, here we go. So work position, it's probably around your nose, and leading with the right side, press 1, up, down, and down. Up, up, down, and down. Getting taller. That's it. Good, I'm halfway here. For some of us, this pattern is kind of weird. We're like, why can't I do this? It looks easier than it is. And some of us are gonna have no problem, and that's okay. This is a good one for homework then, if this is something that's challenging to you in terms of the coordination. Good. My last one is here. Excellent. Also, for those of you that aren't going overhead right now, you can also do this out in front. So press, press, back, back, okay? Just for those of you that don't want to take it overhead. All right, other side, leading left. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, and down. Good. This one's great because you don't need any grip. You can have really crappy grip or a compromised hand function, and this is pretty doable by most people. So it's a good one. Good. I have 3 more here. Feeling those shoulders hopefully by now. 1 more for Megan. And relax. Awesome. All right, Adam, let's take it back to Sierra. She's going to cool us down for today. A little bit extended cool down for today.
So first one we're going to do is a pec stretch. So I don't have like a wall to use, but if any of you know how to do a pec stretch with the wall, by all means, go and do that. Otherwise, we are doing the one where we're going to bring our hands back and pulling down towards the ground. So my hands are interlocked like this. We're going back, pulling down and lifting up, lifting that chest up, shoulders in our back pockets, and we're going to hold this here. And really breathing. Bringing that heart rate back down. We have a little more space now. We're going to pull those hands even further to the ground. As a side note too, if this isn't accessible to you, you can always come right here as well. This is also great over on the side of a bed or a couch. Good, and then we're going to slowly come back to center. Good, the next one we're going to do is we're going to do an upper trap stretch. So we're going to tuck our chin in and look straight down. We should really feel some lengthening in the back of our neck. We don't want to be ducking down like this. Just tuck the chin in and then look down. We'll hold this for a minute. Remember to breathe here. We should start feeling now that our heart rate's coming down. And we got 30 more seconds here. We feel now too, we can maybe get a little more space and a little further down. Good, and then slowly come back up. Next, we're going to tuck the chin in again, and then go down to our armpits. So remember to relax those shoulders when we come down. Try and go as far down to the armpit as we can, really making sure the opposite side is very relaxed here, and you'll start feeling that pull. Really play around with that angle. You might have to come back up and recenter and then go back down if we need. We should be feeling that pull on the opposite side, especially for those who are using wheelchairs all day. And then slowly come back up. Good. Tucking the chin in and then going down to the other armpit. Remembering to relax the opposite shoulder here. I like to have my other hand dangling. Adjusting that angle if you need, and then holding that. We have a little more space here, trying to get even closer. Good, and slowly come back up. Okay, next we're gonna do a spinal twist. So we're gonna put one hand to our knee if we can, and then twist. I use my tire to help get a little more. Then we're gonna look over to our other shoulder here. Remembering to breathe here. If we can't breathe, unravel a bit because you've gone too far. And we're gonna hold this one here. Thinking about lifting that chest, using your knee and side here or your tire to help get a little more twist. Good. And breathing. And then we're going to slowly unravel that and go to the other side. Putting our hand to our knee and twisting. Looking over that other shoulder. Breathe. Check to make sure we can. If we can't, unravel a little bit so that we can. To allow some space there. Good, and we're gonna slowly unravel from that. Okay, next one, I'm gonna show a little bit of setup. So I like to use a desk here. And when I do this, I put both my hands to a desk and I'm gonna roll out here. Now, if we don't have that right now, we can just go down, reach as far as we can down to our toes, down to our foot plates, whatever we need. Otherwise, our hands are up on a table, up on a couch, whatever we can, rolling forward, or backwards, sorry, and then putting our heads down forward through our arms and really getting that stretch in there. Another option here is if you have a wall somewhere near, you can reach overhead and touch the wall with your opposite arm that's not facing the wall. Otherwise, we are here or touching down to our toes. Really, if we have a table or we're reaching down to our toes, really trying to grab whatever we have there or pushing down into it to get some space here in our shoulders and in our spine, and breathing. Good, and we're gonna slowly roll up. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you, everyone. Oh yes, Janice is doing a child pose. Good, that's also a nice alternative. Thanks everyone. I had so much fun this semester. I got to meet a lot of you, and thank you to Megan, as it was so much fun. So thank you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sierra. That was excellent. Thanks, everybody, for coming today. If you have any questions or comments, we'll stay on for just a couple minutes. Otherwise, happy holidays to everybody. Be safe, have fun, enjoy your loved ones that are in your bubble. And we'll see you on the Thursday, January 7th. We'll be back at this at least through till June. So we have at least half the year of more of this, maybe more, but definitely for half the year. So I look forward to seeing you all in the new year. Thank you.